to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal callers.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to those first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now Richardson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff up the middle. Greenfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short throw there pulled in by All. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick-6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive, 1st and 10. Williams now throwing after the interception. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the air, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing is Williams. Got a man. That's Ayuk. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Williams. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To the air once more, Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. To throw, Williams.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Here's Richardson to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Greenfield. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards.
And the Jaguars will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books.
Already 17-0 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. From the gun, here's Williams.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Now Williams throwing after the interception. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion is Phillips. Williams going to look to throw again.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing again here, Williams.
Flush to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Williams escaping under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Williams. And he's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
On third down, Greenfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Williams throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an option. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Caleb Williams
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Phillips has it running the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. In motion is Phillips. Here's Williams.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To the air, Williams. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Richardson.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Greenfield. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Godwin, the motion man. Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
There's a nice move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. To throw, Williams.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
2nd down and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
In motion is Phillips. To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to throw, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Williams rolling to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Cook. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion is Phillips.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Caught right side, Gresham.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Richardson. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl